It's time for Coffee with the Celtfather. How you doing? Yes, today is Coffee in the Woods. Been wanting forever. I've been wanting to set time aside where I can go out somewhere pretty into the woods or something, and maybe do some video stuff, in particular like coffee or whatever. But I finally decided I was going to do it. So this week, that's exactly what you get. Younger days I used to wander through lonely lanes of life, spun out of control, dizzy and alone, nothing running right. Now I have love inside me, wherever I may roam. I may roam, I have a family beside me, I'm never alone. I turned my back on dissonance, struck on the chord and hit it twice. Reached toward the sun and a new world begun, and then I met my wife. Now I have love inside me, wherever I may roam. I may roam, I have my family beside me, I'm never alone. Fish and chips in the streets of London, savoured a beater in New Orleans. All we walked in cold rain of Galway town. She's prettier than a dream. Music alone was my one companion, but songs alone have no melody. Now there's adventure and love in my life, and the cries of our baby. Now I have love inside me, wherever I may roam. I may roam, I have my family beside me, I'm never alone. Now I have love inside me, wherever I may roam. I may roam, I have my family beside me, I'm never alone. Now I have love inside me, wherever I may roam. I may roam, I have my family beside me, I'm never alone. The one problem right now is going to be the heat. Already dripping in sweat just from one song playing and a few minutes outside as I tried to set up everything. All right, so how y'all doing? Hope you're having a great time. Hopefully I'll be in the comments right now chatting with you. I'm saying hi to myself right now. Hi, Mark. How you doing? Hey. All right, since I am in the woods, let's sing a song for those woodland folk. Dance. On the four-man treadmill learn, before the dwarves and elves gave birth, there lived a race for the trees' defense, in the heart of Fangor and the Libyans. Patient farmers, they tend the woods, guardians of stems and of roots. They hear the arbors, laments and wails, falling axes and tearful trails. The living creatures all roam the land, and hasty judgments make careless hands. A thoughtless word from a thoughtless king. 1,000 creatures die beneath the trees. Rivers will flow, though the course may change. Birds are born and will fly away. Men will come and men will go, but the ends remain through the melting snow. Long before men tread Middle Earth, before the dwarves and elves gave birth, there lived a race for the trees' defense. In the heart of Fangor to live the ends. You got all sorts of people driving and walking by because I'm on a trail. Probably I shouldn't be on the trail, actual trail. I should be in the little, more in the woods. But everything was overgrown. I was like, oh, where am I gonna stand? I don't know. All right. This is not a song about the woods. I pounced in the morning when the world was begun. I pounced on the moon and the stars all for fun. I leaped down from heaven and I pounced on the earth. When I pounced my first mouse I had in my birth. Pounce, pounce, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the pounce, said he. I'll run under feet wherever you may be, and I'll leap on you in the pounce, said he. I pounced on the papyrus of the Egyptians. They wouldn't play, so I stole their feather pens. I pounced on the fish caught by James and by John. They fed me fish, so the pounce went on. Pounce, pounce, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the pounce, said he. I'll run under feet wherever you may be, and I'll leap on you in the pounce, said he. I pounced on the Sabbath, rubbed my head against the lane. Many people shook their head, said this feline was insane. I may nap after pouncing, do not think I am gone, for I just saw a rat, so the pounce goes on. Pounce, pounce, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the pounce, said he. I'll run under feet wherever you may be, and I'll leap on you in the pounce, said he. I and my lady yelled a song across the plains. 2 birds came down and we pounced on each of them. On the bedchamber floor I laid my carrion. Then I raced out the door and I pounced again. Pounce, pounce, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the pounce, said he. I'll run under feet wherever you may be, and I'll leap on you in the pounce, said he. A dog jumped down, so I leaped up high. I have 9 lives that will never, never die. I'll pounce on you, will you bark at me? I am the Lord of the pounce, said he. Pounce, pounce, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the pounce, said he. I'll run under feet wherever you may be, and I'll leap on you in the pounce, said he. Pounce, pounce, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the pounce, said he. I'll run under feet wherever you may be, and I'll leap on you in the pounce, said he. Whew. All right. Let's see. I think we should do something else from one of my CDs. You have CDs? You can do that too, just like I'm doing in the comments right now. This is Wild Mountain Time. the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower by yon clear and crystal fountain, and all around the bower I'll pile flowers from the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will roam the country o'er, through that dark land so dreary, and all the spoils I find I'll bring to my darling dearie. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? My true love, she won't come, I will surely find another to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go? Nice, peaceful afternoon out in the woods. That song, of course, I was looking at some pictures of my Celtic invasion of Scotland, and there's I think it's Ben Lomond, but I'm not certain, the mountain that crosses, that is between us and Loch Lomond on the other side. And I'm so excited to see the heather, see the wild mountain thyme, all out there on the mountainside. That's gonna be a brilliant thing. Right, so I have one more final song for you. So if you enjoy this music, make sure you share it with a friend. That would be a wonderful way of supporting the podcast. Or not podcast, this isn't a podcast. But there is a new podcast of pub songs and stories about the Black Douglas in Scotland. The true Braveheart. Go check it out if you haven't done so already. I'm going to finish up with this wonderful song that I wrote for my wife. It'll be on the new CD, Celtfather. Through the market I wonder and pray that I find me a woman I might marry one day, and I never dreamed, and I prayed that prayer to a woman I long for standing there. When she held me in her arms that night, I held her close and I held her tight, and I swore that day forth to love her all of me life. She held me in her arms that night, when she held me in her arms that night. Well, she smelled the sweetest lilac skin, and I admit it now that she drew me in, and her voice cast a spell I could not disobey. Every word was a river that swept me away. When she held me in her arms that night, I held her close and I held her tight, and I swore that day forth to love her all of me life. When she held me in her arms that night, when she held me in her arms that night. Oh, the market became a more beautiful place, all the flowers more fragrant and the clothing all lace. And her eyes, they begged me to stay, and 20 years later I've not regretted a day. When she held me in her arms that night, I held her close and I held her tight, and I swore that day forth to love her all of me life. When she held me in her arms that night, when she held me in her arms that night, I held her close and I held her tight, and I swore that day forth to love her all of me life. When she held me in her arms that night, when she held me in her arms that night, I held her close and I held her tight, and I swore that day forth to love her all of me life. When she held me in her arms that night, when she held me in her arms that night, when she held me in her arms that night. Thank you so much for watching Coffee with the Celtfather. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, also I think there was something else I was going to tell you. You could make a song request. The great way to if you have a song you'd like to hear next week. I think next week actually is going to be, I'm hoping to have Andrew McKee and turn it into a Bard's reunion coffee show. We'll sit around drinking coffee together. But if you want to come join me for that, that would be fantastic. In the meantime, make sure you check out my website, celtfather.net. And you can also go down there, I hope, to go to check out, I think I got this backwards, celtfather.net. And right down there is the other thing, the subscribe button. That's what it is. So I hope you enjoy it. I'll talk to you later. Sláinte.